I think we're in the clear. And for some reason, Bio is watching this. I'm sorry, you lovable bastard. But we're back with another episode of Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc. Oh my god, why do I keep doing that intro? Well, we're in the trash. The class trial sort of ended up being pinned on me. What a surprise. Well, without further ado, I think it's time to get a move on. Look at this trash that Monokuma has stowed upon us. That's a rocket. In a tank. I'd better not think too much about what I'm seeing down here. Well, I mean, there's a good bit of things you can look at. Other than the door. Great! It's locked. It's locked. No matter how many times I pushed or pulled or kicked at it, it didn't budge. Getting out of here isn't gonna be that easy. Well, if I'm not getting out of here anytime soon, I decided to look around for some food. That's gonna be a very hard journey, but good luck with that, my friend. There's plenty of food here, but it's all rotten. Well, at least there's that. Survivable, yes. Enjoyable, no. But that was pointless too. Next, I search for some water. How can I be sure which liquids I can drink, and which ones are an all-around bad idea? Again, pointless. I feel like I'm blocked in on all sides. But that's still not enough reason to give up. Because I'm still alive. Damn it. As long as I'm alive, I'll never give up. After making that proud declaration, the next thing I decided to do was go to sleep. My sleep was deep and uninterrupted. Without food or water. Lovely. That was my only way to preserve what little strength I had left for not being able to eat or drink. Can't be sure, but I think at least a full day had to have passed. All I did was sleep. Sleep. It was like I was waiting for some kind of sign to come falling out of the sky. However, what fell from the sky wasn't a sign. Not exactly. Well, I guess more garbage. Look around for some more food, maybe. What the? Strange sound pierced my silent isolation, jarring me awake. As I watched, the pile of garbage jostled and formed an odd shape. Did something fall down over there? Something fell from up above. What could it have been? I mean, thank you for the offering, dark hole of gods. But what the hell is this thing? Did a giant piece of trash just fall down here? I carefully stretched my hand out toward whatever it was that had tumbled down here with me.
Just a second.
Giant piece of trash? You're here! Yay! But why? You're gonna end up dead like me in a second, so I don't get the exact idea. But thank you, I guess? Before she even emerged from the pile of garbage, I knew who it was.
It smells awful.
It does. It definitely does. Just gonna ignore the ramen cup in your head, because it's slightly adorable, but who cares? Kyoko,
Indeed.
you look like you're doing better than I expected. What are you doing here?
So...
Isn't it obvious? I'm here to help you. I'm glad to hear that, Kyoko. You've got a bit of garbage in your hair. Now you see it, don't you? She gave her head a quick, sharp shake to get rid of the trash, then faced me again.
Hey,
First, I have something for you. Go ahead and eat it. You can talk once you're finished. Bread and water, thank God! The first decent meal I had in years. Thank you! I snatched the bread and water that she was holding out for me. Within seconds, it was in my mouth and making its way towards my stomach. Ah, that really hit the spot. Now I've got all the energy I need to keep going. So you still haven't given up then? Of course not. After all, the fact that I can keep going forward is about all I'm good at. Well, it's not such a bad thing to be good at. Well, why are you helping me? That's the main question. But, Kyoko, why'd you come to rescue me?
So...
Pay a debt. Or no. To atone. To atone to your damn sins. You killed someone, but it was in for my name. So thank you. Thank you. I should be glad. Atone?
You...
During the trial, even though you knew I was lying, you didn't say anything. So, you knew that I knew that you knew that my dog's friend knew. Let me shut up.
Indeed.
But even though I knew, I did nothing to help you. I abandoned you. Don't say that. You didn't abandon me. No, that's exactly what I did. I abandoned you in order to save my own life. You were trying to save me, and I couldn't bring myself to do the same for you. I mean, to be fair, we had the whole fiasco of you being pissed at me for not telling you the Sakura situation, so I guess that's fair?
However...
But listen, not that I'm trying to make excuses, but there was a reason that I had to survive, no matter the cost. Explain! Jesus Christ, phone. Why did you have to survive?
It's true.
I'll tell you. I'll tell you everything. The reason I have to survive.
In other words...
So that I can do what I came to the school to do. What? I made up my mind to come to Hope's Peak Academy for one very important reason. And that reason being... So you have some reason for coming to Hope's Peak?
Indeed.
That's right. At least I did once. Once? Till recently, I'd forgotten what it was. You forgot? That's... I had no memory of what my purpose was. No memory? That's impossible!
Huh?
Amnesia! Then, is it really true? You lost your memory?
Makoto.
Do you remember, Makoto? Do you remember the first thing that happened to each of us as soon as we arrived at the school? First thing. You're talking about when we fainted, right? I fainted, and when I woke up, I was trapped here.
That's right.
I fainted too, and when I woke up, I noticed a strange feeling of separation within myself, a disconnect.
It would seem...
Thinking back on it now, at that point my memory was gone. At that time, I'd forgotten. I don't remember why I'd come to the school, but I couldn't remember what my ultimate ability was. But what would make you forget all that?
Hey.
Strange, isn't it? It's hard to imagine it happened by chance. It seems much too convenient. Are you saying you think you lost your memory because...
Indeed.
I don't think. I'm positive it was the work of the mastermind. It stole my memory. We were set up from the very beginning, you bastards. How dare you try to screw us? But, why would they want to do that? There's only one reason I can come up with. Because of my purpose and my ability. Somehow, it would interfere with the Mastermind's plans. So the Mastermind just stole them from you?
However,
And it could also mean somehow my memories may be connected to this mystery of the school and the Mastermind. Which is why I have to get them back. That's why I've been investigating things by myself this whole time. But if what you say is true, why didn't you ask the rest of us to help you?
why is that?
If I did that, y'all want this one, Mastermind would have noticed right away. Plus, there's always a chance that the Mastermind is actually one of us. What?
Correct.
No, don't make too big. No, don't make too big of a deal of it. It's just a possibility. Since it is a possibility, we can't ignore it, right? The Mastermind. One of us. If she believed that, then of course she couldn't trust anyone around her. In which case, it only makes sense that she would look into her missing memory by herself.
However,
That being said, there was a limit to what I could do by myself, which is why I asked you to help me. But why me? Because among everyone, you are least likely to be the Mastermind. That was just intuition, but you see, I've been trusted. Hooray! Your intuition was right, though. There's no way an ordinary kid like me could have been the Mastermind.
I understand.
We're back to this now, huh? Okay.
I should understand everything. My goal isn't to get out of here. It's to stay here.
Yeah. Wait, I just remembered. I think my microphone might be a little bit too low. Let me check that thing real quick. Yeah, it sort of is. I'm just gonna let it boost just a good bit. There we go. Fixed it. Yeah. It's just like the dream I had before, but why did that just happen?
listen.
Are you okay? Oh, yeah. It's nothing. Just had Vietnam flashbacks again. It is nothing, right?
Hey,
Even now, I still trust you, you know? It's just not used to relying on others.
correct.
No, I never asked you for help the right way, so I understand if you're not convinced. Honestly, I was convinced. I think that's just her personality. Do I continue talking to her? Yeah, just continue talking to her for some reason. Just let me continue the damn dialogue game. You said you had a reason for doing all that investigating on your own. So, how'd that turn out? Were you able to remember anything?
So,
I think there's still a lot I don't remember. But at the very least, I was finally able to recall my purpose and my ability. Mystery reveal, come on! You mentioned your ability. My ability. What everyone should have known me for. I'm the ultimate detective. What a surprise! I predicted that from like way far back. You even dressed like one. So it makes absolute sense. The ultimate detective?
correct.
And the reason I came to Hope's Peak Academy, there was someone I had to find here in the school. So who was that someone? You had to find someone. Oh,
So,
well, it was the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy. The headmaster? Why did you want to find the headmaster? Because he's my father. That would make a lot more sense. Not because they were a criminal. They were just a relative you cared about. Cool. What?
In other words,
I was separated from him as a child. As it turns out, he became the headmaster of Hope's Peak. Yoko's dad is Hope's Peak's headmaster? Then that explains when Alter Ego told us how he thought the headmaster was involved. I'll find a way.
Huh?
Oh,
I...
no matter what it takes, I will find the headmaster.
No matter what?
No matter the cost.
So,
Kyoko, what's going on?
I...
My memory hadn't come back at that point, but when he said that, I felt strange. Makes perfect sense now, of course, since my whole purpose for coming here was to find him. That makes sense.
However,
But listen, Makoto, I want to make this perfectly clear, so there's no misunderstanding. I said the headmaster wasn't the mastermind, but I didn't say that to protect him. I only said what I felt based on what I'd seen when I snuck into the headmaster's room. Then, what did you see in there?
so...
The room had been ransacked. The shelves were a mess, the desk drawers dumped on the floor. The only conclusion is that someone who didn't know where anything was had been in there. You mean mastermind, right?
It's true.
That was my assumption, yes. And to confirm my suspicion, I decided to investigate the second floor of the dorms using the key I'd found. But why there? Because I also found this in the headmaster's room. This is some kind of map?
Indeed.
It's a layout of the entirety of Hope's Peak Academy. Found it in the headmaster's room along with Mukuro's profile and that key. The map showed that the second floor was home to a number of rooms meant for faculty use. Some of the staff must have had to stay overnight from time to time. I figured the headmaster would have some kind of private room there. Assumed that if that were true, the room would have likely held more clues, so I went to check.
Correct.
That's when I finally remembered. I remembered that my purpose was to find the owner of that room. So, you went there to see if the headmaster really did have a private room there.
However,
Once I got there, I noticed that the second floor of the dorms didn't have any cameras or monitors. Odd. Because only the first floor does, and we haven't even heard of the second one until now. Okay. So, what was it like? That part of the school, I mean. It's hard to describe. All I can say is, the moment I saw it, I realized whatever's going on in the school is more horrific than we ever imagined. What do you mean?
so...
Can't explain it. You need to see it for yourself. I'm sure you'll get your chance soon enough. Sounds like it must be important. And really ominous. Well, I think we can try to get out of here because you have the damn key. So let's try it. Oh, we're still... Never mind.
However,
Of course, once I got to the second floor of the dorms, there were no cameras and no monitors. That's why I had no idea what was going on in the rest of the building. Explain. It has to do with Mukuro Yukosaba, doesn't it?
however,
Just to be perfectly clear, I didn't kill her. But I know it wasn't you either. So if it wasn't me, if it wasn't you, who the heck could it be? I know you're right, but that just means everyone but you and me had an alibi. So then, who did kill her?
anyway,
What I can say for sure is that the mastermind is directly involved. To begin with, the point of the class trial of Mukuro Ikosaba was to get me killed. And then I sacrificed myself, and they were just like, you know what? That's a good substitute. So the trial was rigged. I should be surprised, but I'm not considering who we're dealing with. Get you killed?
Indeed.
Stole that key and disappeared. And in retaliation, they wanted to draw me out and eliminate me.
Correct.
That was the point of the class trial. It was. Mastermind knew that they couldn't interfere directly. You mean because of the school regulations?
That's right.
Exactly. With minimal restrictions, you are free to explore Hope's Peak Academy at your discretion. That means that you aren't breaking the rules.
In other words,
Mastermind is adamant about following the rules. With that rule in place, they couldn't step in. Since they couldn't kill me themselves, they tried to use the class trial to do it. The Mastermind couldn't step in because of the rules? That was a weird way of reading it, Ant. That makes it sound like the Mastermind themselves is somehow bound by the school regulations.
hey,
There's one other thing I'd like to point out about the murder of Makoto Ikusaba. What's that? There's a point where Makoto may not have become the victim. Could have been you, Makoto. I recall I was almost dead, but I think you saved me somehow, so thank you. I could have become the victim?
indeed.
You know what I'm talking about, right? Do you mean... Bingo! It was not a dream, you bastard. It was real the whole time! During the night?
I
You can hear them, you know? Footsteps of the god of death. What? You can hear the god of death as he moves. That sounds like a very supernatural power, and thank God you have it. That ability naturally draws me into cases, just like this.
Anyway,
Which is exactly what happened to you with you. I was in the dorms, and I had a sudden sense of dread. I looked down the stairwell. I saw a white shadow cross the corridor. I gave chase right away. As I followed it, I saw the shadow go into your room.
correct.
I ran into your room, and I saw what was happening. I intervened immediately, of course.
However,
That wasn't the end of things, of course. I stopped them, but that led to... Whoever the mass assailant was, they ended up dead.
correct.
And the murder was disguised, and the dojo key wound up in my room. It all has to be the work of the mastermind, in an attempt to use the class trial to eliminate me. So, we're going back into the root of things, so this is probably the last trial we're gonna have coming up. So, all this would mean that whoever killed Makoto is also the mastermind, right?
Indeed.
I don't have conclusive evidence, but that's what I think. But that's really bad if true. It means the mastermind can kill whoever they want if they feel like it. Wait, but doesn't that create another contradiction? The mastermind wanted to use the class trial to try and kill you because they couldn't interfere, right?
Correct.
You're right. That is a contradiction. It's not just Makoto. He needed the class trial to kill me. He seemed ready to kill you in your room. Everything they did is a contradiction. So they just wanted to either eliminate me or eliminate Kyoko. Because we're the two bastards that can somehow help solve the mystery of this damn school. And that also means that Byakuya is not included as one of those two. So screw you, Byakuya. So, what does it all mean?
In other words,
It means that the mastermind is the one who's been cornered. Huh?
Makoto.
Just a little more. A little more, I should be able to figure out that mastermind's identity. The identity of other ultimate despair. The other ultimate despair? It's no doubt that Makoto was the ultimate despair, and that she's dead. But I don't think the ultimate despair is just one person. It's not?
Indeed.
If you think about it, the ultimate despair seems to implicate whoever caused that event. You're talking about
That's right.
what happened a year ago. The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. Tragedy. Whoever responsible for that, they're the ultimate despair?
It would seem...
That despicable group whose only purpose and motivation comes from despair. Then they're...
Indeed.
Make no mistake. They're the root of all the evil that has forced us to go through this. That is the ultimate despair. That is our real enemy. Oh, that was the end of chapter 5. Well, I didn't end it at chapter 5, but that's okay. My brain's a little bit screwed, but as per usual, I'll recover. To be continued. We received the Dream Island rocket. It looks like something else. I don't want to talk about it. Let's save. The ultimate despair. Group of people who caused the tragedy 1 year ago. Those same people but put together this killing game and began broadcasting it around the world. Most desperately awful group of people ever. That is the mastermind's true identity. Our enemy has finally been revealed. But right now,
Anyway...
we have to get out of this horrible place. Yeah, I know, I've been here for who knows how long, and the only decent meal I've had is bread and water. So please, for my dang safety. Figuring out the rest of the story can come after. Yeah, you're right. So, can you just unlock the damn door? It's locked, but you have a way to open this door. God damn it, Kyoko. Kyoko, do you still have that one thing? Monokuma's secret tool that you got from the headmaster's room?
Indeed.
Of course I do. It's an absolutely vital part of ensnaring the mastermind. I would never part with it. And it can open any door in the school, right?
That's right.
That's right. Then we should be able to use it on that door, right? Well, let's find out. Please. Come on. Hey, Kyoko. You can use that key of yours to open this door, right?
It's true.
Let's find out. Kyoko took out the key with the Monokuma design on it and slid it into the keyhole. And then... Thank God you're the best savior the Earth has sent me. Oh. Yes, it opened!
Indeed.
Now we can get out of here. Let's go. Sounds good. We quickly opened the door and made our escape from the garbage pit. Oh, thank God Kyoko's alive. I can breathe fresh air for once. Finally. We were finally free. But there wasn't even time to take a breath of relief, because the real fight had just begun. Chapter 6, baby! Ultimate pain, ultimate suffering, ultimate despair, ultimate execution, ultimate death. After leaving the garbage pit, we found ourselves in a tunnel. Wow, tunneling is apparent. It is a word, but my brain just wants to say tunneling. Tunnel extending straight up, like a chimney. There was a metal ladder leading up into the tunnel. We started climbing the ladder, intent on reaching the surface. Yeah, thank God if the positioning was reversed, that would be terrible and we would be watching a different kind of show. The ladder was impossibly long. couldn't even see where it ended. Lines into darkness. The passage was so dark and cramped, I couldn't even see my own feet beneath me. I had no idea we were so far down.
Hey,
Don't lose your footing. If you slip, I won't be able to catch you. Yeah, I'll be careful. But now that you said that, I'm getting kind of nervous. Maybe talking will help keep my mind off it. So, Kyoko, there's something I wanted to ask you. You said you're the ultimate detective, right? So, how long have you been doing detective work? How long?
so...
Ever since I can remember. Funny. Funny. I come from a long line of detectives. Detective work is in my blood. There was a time when being a detective was considered a sacred duty. Family's always seen it that way. Then, is your family famous?
Wrong.
Quite the opposite, actually. Even among actual detectives, many people haven't heard of us. Huh? But how come? It's like your family tradition, right? So,
Right.
guess we take pride in it. Pride?
Indeed.
Detective is neither light nor shadow. We represent neither justice nor evil. That is how we can uncover the absolute truth. We stand neutral in all things, and to do that, we have to stand separate from the rest of society. Which is why we've made a conscious effort to conceal our existence. Conscious effort?
It's true.
It's kind of old-fashioned, and I can't say it's entirely rational. But it's our family creed, and we do what we must do to protect it. Because, like I said, they're a source of pride. Pride? But that explains. Before I came here, when was before I came here, when was looking up info about the school online? Okay, that's just not me. That's just me being. No, it's actually not me. That line has screwed my brain up. Oh my lord. It's the line that's wrong. Okay. There we go. It's the line that's wrong. Anthony, you are fine. This time at least. Before I came here, when was looking up info about the school online, I never saw anything about her. Because she hid herself on purpose to protect the pride of her family.
However...
Yet, gave up some of that pride. Huh?
I...
In order to enter Hope's Peak, I had to reveal myself to the school. I did it knowing it was something a true Kirigiri detective would never do. But the reason you gave up that pride, the reason you would go so far to enter Hope's Peak, it was because that's how much you wanted to reconnect with your dad, right? There's no shame in that.
What?
Reconnect? I had absolutely no desire to reconnect with my father. Huh? But you'd be reuniting after all those years, right? You would have had so much to talk about.
Wrong.
There's nothing I want to talk to my father about.
However...
There's something I want to say to him, though. What?
I...
No matter what it takes, I have to find him and tell him face to face. What is it?
So...
I want to sever all ties with him. Oof, family drama that I don't think it's a good idea to pry yourself into, Makoto, so unless you want to be that kind of guy, then sure, but I'm gonna step away from that one. Sever. Last time I saw him, I was still very young, so I don't remember myself, but apparently he was extremely intelligent. He was in line to become the next head of the Kirigiri family. He was talented, with a promising future,
However...
but he had no interest in detective work. So he cut himself off from the family. Not long after that, a My mother died, and he simply went away. He went to my grandfather. They had a huge argument. Young as I was, he left me behind. I'm sure there's a reason for that. I'm sure your dad wanted to take you with him.
Right.
If that's true, then I need to thank him. Thank him for leaving me. Because unlike him, I take pride in the work I do. I take pride in my family name. But every last part of me is happy he didn't take me with him. If I'd gone with him, I never would have had the chance to become a detective. I was above Kyoko on the ladder, so I wasn't able to see her expression. So I couldn't tell. Couldn't see how she looked when she said that. What she might have been feeling. All I can tell was that compared to her usual self, she was more talkative and more emotional. The Kyoko that I want in my life, for goodness sake.
I...
Don't blame him, you know? He had his own life to live. That's what anyone in my position might say, right? But it's not true.
However...
There's one thing. One thing that I can never forgive. Really?
So...
The way everyone else looked at me. I was never sad about being left behind. Like I said, I think it was a good thing.
However...
But when the rest of my family looked at me, they saw something different. Hey! Apple Bloom, how you doing? Thank you very much for liking it. My voice acting is terrible. I assume once you get to hear Monokuma and Hina, you'll turn away. They only saw me as the little girl that was abandoned by her father. That's how they see me even to this day. Shadow has been following me my entire life. Sick of it. I need him out of my life. I need to step out of his shadow. I mean, you made it this far, right? Gotta live life the way you can.
Correct.
I'm dancing with my shoulders, I don't know why. That's why I have to find him. And tell him we're no longer family. In order to settle the past. In order to remove him from my life forever. I have no doubt he forgot about me years ago. I'm pretty sure unless you're a very, very bad dad, it's very hard to forget your kids. but your family, you just cut him out like that.
Wrong.
Our only connection is through blood, nothing more. Are we connected by heart and soul? No.
Hey.
Is blood really enough to call someone family? Only connected by blood, not by heart or soul. I was so shocked to hear her say something like that. Didn't know how to respond. But instead... Oh, nice! That is a proud accomplishment to say for sure, because there's like so many activities and the end game that I'm probably not going to do because I'm probably going to move on to the next game, but like I probably might do it in my free time. Best of luck on the other ones though, because oof, that is a time commitment that I cannot follow. Said nothing. Just kept climbing the ladder in complete silence. After I don't know how long, finally reached the top. Hurrah, you bastards! I did it! Fight me! I feel like a champion. Looks like this is it.
Indeed.
The other side of this door, Rose Peak is waiting for us. We're back.
That's right.
Remember, that hatch on the ground near the trash room? Fairly certain that's where we'll come out. I unlocked it earlier, so it should open without much trouble. Well, here goes nothing. I reached my right hand up and pushed against the hatch. So where the hell are we exactly? The hatch opened with ease, and so... Ah! Well, this takes back memories of the first case that I'm terrible at. Looks like we're back.
Whew.
Can't believe how long that ladder was. I'm exhausted. Can't exactly say we're safe and sound, but at least we're out of here. Ah, thank you so much. Thank you. I am. Because this is a game that I always wanted to play and make videos on, but I just never had a chance until I got my laptop recently, so that's why I'm doing it now, for fun. Now we're back in Hope's Peak Academy. Kyoko, thank you. Never would have gotten out of there without you. No thanks necessary. I was just returning the favor. So, do we just get out? So what's the next step once we get out of here? Should ask Kyoko. Well, tell me what we gotta do. If you're going ahead, have a good one. Thank you so much for stopping by. So now what do we do? Glad I didn't die, of course, but if the mastermind finds out, and I'm worried about you, too. You helped me, so they might...
Listen.
You're worried? Yeah, of course.
So then...
Let's just get a concrete answer. Huh? Oh! It looks like the emoticon was just like, Johnny, bye! Huh.
In other words...
Let's ask Monokuma if there's a problem with you escaping. That is very ballsy. And not a good thing. Oh, this is why it's not a good thing for me, because the voice cracks are coming. Because my throat is not exactly 100% either, so this is gonna be a fun time. Wait, that's...
However...
Try to hide. It's only a matter of time till we're found out. It's not like we can run away. She said that. She pointed at the nearby surveillance camera. Oh yeah, there's no point of hiding it, really. So you're saying rather than stressing out over getting caught, you should just give up now? Don't worry. You think it's going to happen? Isn't.
Because
the mastermind is the one that's ensnared? Mastermind is ensnared. You said something like that before. What does it mean?
So...
Mastermind stood exposed during the investigation into Mukuro's death. There was a moment where the Mastermind let their guard down. There was?
Right.
We can talk to Monokuma, we can confirm it. And it'll be better for us if we go to him directly before he tracks us down. That should help with our negotiations. Huh. I'm still a little... No, super uneasy about this. But we don't really have a choice, do we?
Indeed.
Monokuma should be in the gym.
Shall we go?
Let's get going. Oh, you said it. I don't have to freaking teleport. Wait, that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm teleporting. Taking the easy way out. Hello, Monokuma. I'm here to pay you a visit. Hey! Here it goes. Oh lord. Is my voice going to survive this time? We'll see. Kyoko, I don't mind so much.
I don't believe it!
Makoto's so pathetic. That one was just a pure panic. But Makoto's supposed to be dead. What's he doing here? That's exactly how I thought he'd Jumping the gun. Love it. That's exactly how I thought he'd react. Are we really gonna be okay? You were supposed to be punished. Did Kyoko help you? She did? Are you mad? Cause he didn't break any rules. Yay.
What?
So what if I did? What will you do?
Shing!
If the guilty party is exposed in the class trial, they alone will be executed. It's unfortunate, but that is the rule. So now I gotta punish you again! And this time, I won't leave anything to chance!
Kyoko,
Right.
do whatever you feel you have to. So I'm just here to die again? Well, thanks, Kyoko. I should have just stayed in the garbage. What?
However,
But before you do, let me just say one thing.
now, if...
If you execute Makoto, that means you lose. Not that that matters to you, right?
Huh? I lose?
Hey!
You! Explain yourself! What do you mean by that?
Because...
Well, you set up this latest class trial yourself, right? I was getting in your way, so you wanted an excuse to kill me.
In other words,
I was supposed to be chosen as the Black Intent and executed, right?
Hey! What are you talking about?
however,
But when Makoto chose to overlook my lie, your plan came crashing down. The results of the trial weren't at all what you were expecting. Yeah, no problem. Do your thing. Because you never imagined that in that position, one person would protect another like that.
right,
And in response to that unexpected development,
indeed.
you reacted by proclaiming Makoto the Black Intent and trying to execute him. You made the choice out of desperation. No, more than that. You must have realized that Makoto, who refused to be manipulated, was a threat to you as well.
However,
But then there was another unexpected development waiting for you. An entity that would throw a wrench, so to speak, in your precious execution machinery. Thank you, Alter Ego, for saving my booty! Alter Ego? Never imagined the possibility of being that... But, wow. Never imagined the possibility of a being that would come to our aid even after you killed it.
am I wrong?
Now here's the absolute truth. Makoto didn't kill Mukoto. You did.
Listen to me.
So executing Makoto for it would surely be a violation of your rules, which I know you love so much. If the Black Intent is exposed, they alone will be executed. That's what you told us, right?
That means I lose? You talk a big game. You're saying the Black Intent is me and not Makoto.
Well,
And you can prove this, right?
Well,
No, I can't.
Don't just say it like that. What is this, a comedy routine? To make such bold claims without a shred of evidence.
that doesn't matter.
Don't have any right now, but with a little more time, I guarantee I'll find some.
That's right.
Because no matter how deeply you bury it, there's only ever one absolute truth.
Now you're trying to talk like some kind of famous detective type.
Well, Makoto, or Monokuma, she is a detective. You're screwed, buddy!
Because,
If Makoto really was the killer, he would never have come to you willingly like this. He would have feared for his life, feared another execution. He would have tried to run and hide. Would have been gripped by the despair you so love to inspire.
however,
Here we are, confronting you with nothing but hope in our hearts.
what the heck?
And that's supposed to be enough to convince me in the absence of evidence.
indeed.
It's not you I'm trying to convince.
Hey,
If you were to execute Makoto now, everyone out there watching us would be extremely displeased. Huh? She's talking to the viewers. Smart.
indeed.
Imagine what everyone out there would think if you killed Makoto. They would assume that you killed him because what we said is exactly right.
Listen to me.
Despair can never kill hope.
Grr.
Hey,
Of course, you can say that we're just making this all up. You're welcome to prove us wrong. No, you have no choice but to prove it. Because if you kill Makoto without proving your own innocence, you'll be accepting your own defeat.
Grr. Grr. Grr.
If you want to earn our despair, fair and square,
That's what we have to do.
Then I suggest you take my advice. Nothing to say now, you bastard. Yoko talks a big game and you can't back it up. Or you can't shut it down, that's what I meant to say. Crap.
So, what is this advice of yours?
It's true.
To do Mukuro's trial over again. Only this time, you follow the school regulations to ensure a fair trial.
It's time for one last showdown. One final battle between hope and despair.
Hell yeah, boys, let's do it. Let's throw down the gloves.
Hey,
Well, that would make for a proper climax, wouldn't you say? Fair trial. One last showdown. In other words, this would be our chance to expose the true identity of Mukuro's killer, of the mastermind themselves. But what reason would the mastermind have to accept the challenge? They'll probably just execute me without another word.
Interesting.
Barrett!
Very interesting indeed.
Very?
What's wrong?
Oh, I was getting bored, so I decided to change things up a little. So time for bear jokes. Now, what you suggested might be possible. It could certainly make for one honey of a climax.
in other words,
Does that mean you accept?
You guys!
If we do things your way, that'll be enough to convince you and the others, right? And it would cause you unbearable despair, right? Then I'm prepared to agree to your terms. Will your hope win out, or will my despair claim victory?
I can barely contain myself!
Let's have one final grisly showdown!
He agreed? Then we still have a shot at this.
Barrett!
But this is the long-awaited climax, right? Just guessing the killer is barely a fitting end.
You guys!
So, for this final face-off, you will have to unearth all the mysteries that have been buried here.
All the mysteries?
That's right! Every last mystery that's pawing around the school. If you can do that,
I can barely contain myself!
then that'll be enough to qualify as a victory for you!
it's true.
That's what we've been trying to do all along.
Okay, well good! Then let's bear it all! If you can claim your way to the truth of Mukuro's death and solve the mystery of this school,
You guys!
then you win! But if you can't do all of that,
We're all face execution, right?
I can't barely contain my excitement! You learn the whole truth? What kind of despair will you show me?
As excited as you are, sure.
Listen to me.
You've uncovered every last truth. How will the ultimate despair reveal their own despair? I honestly can't believe how this has all turned out.
Hey,
Before we get started, I want to clarify one more thing. Do you remember the rule? When one student kills another, that's when a class trial is held?
What's wrong?
I remember that for sure. So what?
hey,
Just want to confirm that is what you said, right? And it's a true statement?
You don't have to be so suspicious. I said it before, but it bears repeating. Everything is based on the school regulations. And having trial for Mukuro is no exception for that.
Huh? Mukuro's trial is no exception. Then it's part of the regulations. Which would have to mean that whoever killed Mukuro.
Yeah, it's a very polarizing approach, I know. But okay, enough puns. Anyway, here's a hint. I'm sure I told you this already, but this killing game began with 16 participants, all of them high school students. And the only people to take a single step in Hope's Peak since the killing game began are those 16 students.
What?
listen.
Are you telling the truth? Why'd he go quiet all of a sudden? You're just gonna shut up? Just go then.
Now I'm really angry.
I'm done talking. I got nothing left to say to you. So get lost, would ya?
Why so mad? It's only a game. He seems emotionally unstable.
Hey,
Leave me alone. Get out of here.
Okay, I'm going. You're really gonna let me go?
I don't even care anymore. You're all gonna get your punishment later anyway. I need to start getting it ready. A super duper extra special punishment overflowing with despair.
Monokuma drives me insane, doesn't it?
Hey,
Come on, Makoto, let's go. Okay. God dang, he wrecked my voice. Monokuma's unstable laughter seemed to cling to us as we walked away. Just like that, we were out of the gym. Well, I'm not dead. Thank God. Kyoko saved me. Now we're here. Oh, I can breathe. Feels nice. I could hardly believe it, but somehow I ended up not getting executed. I still had my life. We still had a chance. Overall, things turned out way better than expected. Once again, I was in Kyoko's debt. Thank you! Jesus! Kyoko, thank you. Everything I have right now is because of you.
however,
Don't thank me just yet. The real battle is still ahead of us. Yeah, true.
whew,
Still, I'm glad it worked out. I wasn't sure if the enemy would accept my proposal. But honestly, why would the mastermind agree to that? I mean, they don't stand to gain anything from a final showdown, do they?
so,
I had no choice but to accept. Huh?
because,
All because of that one moment that the mastermind let down their guard. He said. So, when was it that the mastermind let their guard down?
so,
I wasn't there to hear it myself, but do you remember what the mastermind said? They said they had hijacked the airways to broadcast our school life to the outside world, right? Yeah, they definitely said that.
listen,
And what did you think when you heard that? Pretty hard to believe, right? Well, I mean, the idea of actually taking over the airwaves seems so unbelievable.
indeed.
You don't exactly read about something like that happening every often. So it's hard to imagine. In other words, that kind of thing is extremely difficult to pull off.
However,
And yet somehow, the mastermind was able to do it.
in other words,
But think of it another way. There must have been some reason they had to do something that difficult. A reason?
so,
They had to show the world something, no matter the cost, us killing each other. They wanted to show the world?
it would seem,
Mastermind has been very adamant about not killing us directly, but forcing us to kill each other. All the rules and regulations were designed to encourage that. Yeah, that makes sense. If those stupid regulations didn't exist, nobody would have killed anybody.
in other words,
So the Mastermind's ultimate goal was to make us kill each other. Show that off to the entire world. But why?
correct.
Prove a point, most likely. Prove a point?
Hey,
The outside world has a name for the students of Hope's Peak, right? Certain concept. You're talking about hope, right?
that's right.
For us, and for those of us who represent hope to kill each other and sink into despair, our mastermind wants the world to see that. Try and prove that despair is better than hope. Oh, welcome back. You saw me die. That's their goal, as the ultimate despair. Like, Monokuma wrecked me hard at the Bloom. Oofa, thank God you were not there to see some of that. What? They want to prove that despair is better than hope? But that's ridiculous.
It's true.
You're right. It is ridiculous. Completely irrational. It's the kind of thing that nobody, those who would call themselves ultimate despair, would devise. That group whose only purpose and motivation comes from despair. But is that really their only reason for making the rest of us suffer?
Makoto.
I know how angry it must make you, and yet that same motivation is what led to the mastermind revealing their weakness. What?
In other words,
Because of their goal to broadcast this killing game to the world. Mastermind has had to be more particular than is reasonable about their own regulations. If Mastermind simply ignored their rules, this wouldn't have been a game, a one-sided slaughter.
at the very least,
At least, that's how those who are watching this would have seen it. That's why the Mastermind couldn't kill any of us themselves.
indeed.
Precisely the reason. No matter how much they may hate what I'm doing, I haven't violated a single one of their regulations. Junko broke the rules, so she was punished. In my case, they couldn't lay a finger on me. That was fun, wasn't it?
Right.
So instead, they tried to use the class trial, following all their proper rules to get me killed. They began a trial that didn't have a right answer, then made me out to be the killer. But even that didn't work.
It's true.
Yes, thanks to you. Due to that failure, the Mastermind took yet another risk. They attempted to kill you instead, who also was not the killer. When that fact was exposed on live TV to the entire outside world, the Mastermind had to accept your suggestion.
Indeed.
Prove to the world that despair is better than hope. They have to defeat us in perfect form.
In other words,
It would only do the Mastermind harm to have it shown that they'd violated their own regulations. But all of that was a hunch, right? And you were still able to get the Mastermind to accept your challenge.
however,
No, it's only thanks to you that we got that chance. Because you believed in me. Another path opened up. Still, can't believe how much of the Mastermind's thoughts and plans you were able to figure out. I didn't have the slightest clue.
wrong.
In the end, though, I didn't prove any of it. It was just my reasoning. Essentially, I was making a bet.
Whew.
But it looks like I got it right this time. At least, I won the bet. She let out a quick sigh. I took it as a sign of relief. To be honest, I haven't been that nervous in a long time. Totally couldn't tell that you were nervous at all. You seemed totally confident from the moment we decided to go talk to him. No, presenting a strong demeanor is a fundamental part of negotiation and persuasion, wouldn't you say? I mean, that's what they want you to do in every argumentative essay ever that I currently have to write. That's like due in a week. But enough about my life. Plus, if I just showed my uneasiness, that would have made you that much more uneasy. Yeah, you're probably right. How pathetic.
However,
Anyway, you can't just relax yet. All we've done is earn another chance to fight. You have to win this time.
correct.
For everything we've gone through would have been for nothing. You're right. We can't defeat the Mastermind. It'll cost us our lives. There's no option except to win.
Hey,
But before we begin the final battle, you have to tell the others what's going on. True. But now we know who our real enemy is. All we have to do now is work together with everyone to destroy the Mastermind. Work together with everyone.
however,
Is that really possible? Huh?
anyway,
Anyway, right now we have to go find the others.
shall we go?
They're probably in the dorm somewhere. There we go. Without further ado, you heard the woman. Let's get out of here. And by get out of here, I mean teleport, because I'm a lazy bastard that does not remember where everything is. There we go. If I can teleport, that is, thank you. So whose door do I knock on first? Well, she's here. You're dead. That's mine. Like up. By proxy of elimination, this damn bastard. This is Byakuya's room. Is he inside? Open up, you bastard. Come on. Face your fears. Come on, let's have a drink.
Hey,
I don't think he's here. Come on, we need to keep looking. Damn you. Of course you wouldn't answer your damn door. Can't have anything fun around here. Toko. This is Toko's room. Is she inside? Nothing. Nothing.
hey,
Okay, she's not here either. Let me guess. Where's Hina? Hina. Knock knock. Irrelevant. Shortening.
hey.
My own life. Great. Last but not least. I swear, this is the only person that's in the room.
Hey,
Of course not. Okay. So, if they're not there, where the hell could they be? Oh lord. Alright, let's look at the shortcut version. Oh, they're at the dining hall then. Don't tell me they're at the dining hall. Because where else would they be? Hello? Dinner! I'm back! Something! And suddenly we were greeted with... Hi! That's not English. So I'm not even gonna try to read that. You again. What is going on with you? You're speaking a code that I don't even know. See, broken? I suppose it's emotional instability. Hiya, bastards!
Makoto?
Yes, in the flesh. My girlfriend. Hurrah! We've been reunited. Yay!
You guys!
It is! There's no two ways about it, that's Makoto!
Huh? You survived?
I might have fell down the trash, but that doesn't mean I'm dead, doesn't it?
Jeez. You're like a stubborn little cockroach, you know that?
Yeah, and you, shut the hell up!
I'm just asking to make sure, but you're not a ghost, right?
No! You've done that already. Everyone was there. All my friends who had struggled together and survived. As soon as I saw their faces, I couldn't help myself. Started to tear up. Like I'm doing now.
What?
Wait, what's that smell? Oh, you don't want to know. I lived in the garbage for who knows how long, buddy. I'm sure I would have met you down there, but looks like they don't even serve trash like you either.
What the heck?
Yeah, man, that totally stinks.
Ah!
It's Makoto. He smells like a wet dog. Get away. Shoo, shoo. Yeah, should have thought of that. And in a flash, my tears dried up. I've been embarrassed. Well, talk to the most important figure.
Makoto.
There's no time to indulge in an extended happy reunion. We need to explain to everyone what happened with Monokuma.
Yes.
Explain what? But it's okay that you're here. What if the mastermind catches you?
It's true.
That's related to what we have to tell you all. I need to tell you all about the last class trial.
Huh?
A last class trial?
In other words,
We're going to redo Mukuro's trial.
Huh?
What?
Seriously?
How about that?
What's the point of redoing it? Makoto killed her, right? No, I didn't do it. Like I keep telling you.
Wrong.
Makoto isn't the killer. Of course, it's not me or any of you.
Then, who is it?
I see.
What she's saying is, it was all the work of the mastermind.
Huh?
What? You're saying the mastermind killed Mukuro?
That's right.
That's right. It was all an elaborate trap to contrive about the mastermind. Makoto stopped the trap in time and did what he had to stop it.
However,
But his decision meant that he would be the one to die.
What did you
You
say?
spotted the trap, did you, Makoto? You make it sound like it was easy. I just, you know, did something that you never had. Balls.
however,
But executing Makoto, who wasn't the Black Ant, is a clear violation of the school regulations. Rules state that only the Black Ant is to be executed. The mastermind broke their own rules. Which is why I went and negotiated with them to have the trial one more time.
Huh?
And the mastermind agreed? Does that mean they really did break the rules?
I had no choice but to agree. Used TV broadcast to gain the leverage you needed, didn't you?
correct.
Very observant of you.
Naturally.
I recall what you said at the end of the last trial. When you said, now it's the mastermind that's ensnared. That's what you're referring to.
Don't be mean.
Hey, I'm totally in the dark here. For anyone who doesn't understand, you can ask Kyoko to explain it again, later.
So knowing all this, what do we do now?
About that.
It's about who killed Mukuro, right? So our job is to expose the mastermind.
But there's more to it than that, correct? Yeah. For us to win this time, you have to solve every last mystery surrounding the school.
Every last mystery. But we've been looking around all this time. We still don't know anything, right?
Anyway,
Probably guessed already, but if we lose this time, everyone dies.
Oh,
Everyone!
no!
I hate you.
Hey, who said you could agree to those terms without talking to the rest of us? I'm fine with things the way they are. I'm fine with living here forever with Master.
I meanwhile, want to get out of here as soon as humanly possible.
anyway,
Anyway, at this point, the only way for us to survive is to unravel the truth.
Interesting.
In other words, one decisive final battle. Rather interesting development, I say.
But figuring out who the mastermind is, how they killed Mukuro, and all the school mysteries.
It's a pretty tall freaking order. Maybe, but this time the trial is different. We know who our enemy is now. So if we work together and search as hard as we can, I'm sure we'll solve all those mysteries. Not so sure about that. Huh?
I
Can't agree with the idea of working together with everyone. I mean, I see, but why? You can't agree? Why not? I mean, working together with everyone seems like the most obvious way to solve all the mysteries.
indeed.
But I thought too. First. So Monokuma gave us that little hint of his. Hint? Alright, sorry about the interruption.
I see.
Monokuma said that, did he? Then Kyoko's opinion is perfectly reasonable.
Huh? But why?
So, in other words,
The mastermind really is the one who killed Mukuro. As Kyoko says, the mastermind who would have had to set foot in the school, right? Monokuma could probably murder Mukuro. There's no way he could have disguised the scene like that.
in other words,
But according to Monokuma, the only people who have set foot in Hope's Peak are the 16 students who have been taking part in the killing game. then the mastermind is... There were 15 of us in the main hall, at the very beginning. And then Mukuro, you get 16. Sorry, I got very invested is the word into this one. So the mastermind would have to be one of them.
That's right.
One of those 16 people we started with. Only one still alive. The people standing right here. Need I continue, or do you get it now? You're saying that the mastermind is one of us.
No way!
You can't be serious.
Wait, you can't say that for sure. That's true. Wow. I'm panicking. Why am I panicking? Wait, we can't say that for sure. That's true yet. Monokuma might have just said all that to confuse us.
Indeed.
Certainly a possibility, but only one among many. Hold on, give me 1 second. I just had a very weird notification on my phone. There we go. The mastermind being one of us is also a possibility. And that is one possibility we can't ignore. Maybe. Boss, I don't want to go against you, buddy. I don't think I want to go with either of you, knowing how dumb I can be.
Yeah, I mean they're an ultimate, right? Ultimate despair, so they must be a high schooler. You can't say it's not possible.
But if one of us was the mastermind, they'd have to be controlling Monokuma somehow, right? But did you ever see anyone acting suspicious anytime Monokuma was active?
Well,
Maybe they snuck off and controlled him in secret.
but
I don't care how sneaky you are. You would have noticed no one sneaking off that many times.
I'm right?
I've been decent. How you been, Faust? I'm a little bit under the weather, but that's fine. But maybe Monokuma was on autopilot. Maybe they loaded up on all the dialogue and actions beforehand. That's a lot of work that I don't think I want to do. In that case, there's no way he would have had all those back and forth conversations with us. Well, it wouldn't be entirely impossible if they directed the flow of the conversation. Well, maybe, but still. Hurrah, it is nighttime. Ding dong bing bong.
This is a school announcement.
This doesn't seem pre-recorded.
You've all probably figured this out by now, but at this point, the killing game has now entered true ending mode.
So I assume if the ending that I got Kyoko killed, that would be the bad ending.
So, in the name of fairness, I will unlock every room in the school.
Every room. Oh, Lord Almighty.
Look wherever you want. Solve the mystery in whatever way you see fit. Then we can all meet up at the class trial, okay?
Yeah, thank God I'm not the one laughing, because my voice is getting destroyed.
Hmm?
Oh, thank you. I worked on it a good bit. I learned a little bit of GIMP. Yeah, we don't kill waifus. Meaning Kyoko and Hina. Those are the two I want to protect. I'm very magnanimous of him to unlock all the rooms.
That's fine.
Time for talk is done. Now we should begin our investigation. But... You know what? Not just the waifus, but also the husbandos. For anyone who likes Hiro, anyone who likes Byakuya, despite my best judgment, they're okay too. I can't say Toko because she's technically a serial killer. That's my only reason why I'm excluding her. I was planning on working alone from the beginning anyway.
In the name of my family.
At this point, I can only rely only on myself, on the Togomi blood flowing through my veins. So no time to worry about the rest of you. Each of you must uphold a responsibility.
Goodbye.
Well done. After making his final statement, Byakuya left the dining hall.
Master. Didn't take me with him.
Hey.
Do you blame him? I mean, look at you. You're a serial killer. You're creepy.
Without Master, the rest of you are like coffee cream without the cream, or coffee. You're totally useless.
This coming from you, what have you contributed to the class trials? Last time I recall, nothing.
So bye.
That Toko trudged out of the dining hall. Yeah, goodbye. No, she's gone. You're gonna go off by yourself, right, Kyoko? God damn it, I read it as Makoto for some reason. My mind is derping today. You're gonna go off by yourself, right, Makoto? Kyoko? I said Makoto and Kyoko. The names are very similar. I'm just gonna move on.
Indeed.
That's right. Which just leaves Makoto, Hina, and me.
You know?
In that case, I'm gonna go by myself too.
Just a second.
Wait, how come?
How about that?
Just wait and see. I'm gonna use my totally awesome spirit power to figure out the mastermind's identity. Good luck with that. Don't know how well that's gonna go, but good luck. Laughing loudly, Hiro left in the dining hall.
Everyone's really gonna go off themselves.
What about you, Hina?
I guess I'll do the same thing.
But,
I mean, it's not that I don't trust everyone, you know? But up till now, I haven't really been all that useful. I just depended on Sakura and everyone else.
You're not useless. If you hadn't been here, I would have died.
Makoto! That's really nice of you to say.
but,
Still, I know I've mostly been totally useless.
I mean, okay, I have to look at this very honestly. You almost got us killed in the third trial.
okay.
So I figure, at least here at the end, maybe I can find something that'll help us get out of here. So, I'm gonna go off and do it all on my own. Okay, see you later.
God damn it. Can't be with my girl Hina. Dang it. Hina was in... Yeah, when you love something, you gotta eventually let it go, right? Hina was in surprisingly high spirits as she dashed off out of the dining hall. Once again. It's just us two.
Indeed.
What now? So, you're gonna go off on your own too, right, Kyoko?
However,
Well, don't misunderstand. Just because we're going to do our searches separately doesn't mean we can't still work together. Basically, you're saying, we're still gonna be in a group. It's just a divide and conquer. Which, I think works in group projects, I don't know.
so
That goes for all of us. I think I see what you mean. Doing our own investigating doesn't mean we can't work together in the end. I should just see us splitting up. We gotta light it up. I should just see as us splitting up to cover more ground. And then we can get back together and share what we found. Yeah, that's right.
so then,
Well, I better get going. I have an endless list of things I need to check.
correct.
Oh, well, we're still separate but together. This is sort of messed up considering history. I don't want to talk about it because I'm not sure how sensitive YouTube is about that specific topic, so I'm just gonna shut up now. Monokuma said all the doors in the school had been unlocked, right? So we should be able to investigate every nook and cranny in the school. We can visit all the places we couldn't go before.
Makoto.
But no matter what it takes, we have to uncover the truth. By any means necessary. That was gone. Leaving only me. I don't have time to waste either. I have to begin my search. I still can't believe the mastermind might be one of us. So, that's what I have to prove. Prove that the mastermind isn't one of us. I'll expose the mastermind's true identity and solve the mystery of the school. And then we can all escape together. I guess I'll start by taking another look at Mukuro's Monokuma file. Oh, it's hard for me to relax. I'm getting tense. I got when I'm into something, I can't calm down. But thank you for worrying about me. Due to the explosion, the victim's identity is unknown. They were, however, dead before the blast. I know, the rock music is insane. The victim had been stabbed a single time with a knife, which went completely through the body. It had also been struck in the head with an object about as thick as a metal pipe. The body was covered with other wounds, but these were at least several days old. Once we find out who killed Mukuro Ikusaba, then we'll know who the mastermind is. So, where should I start my investigation to figure out who killed her? I guess I should start with the rooms that were unlocked up until now. Headmaster's room, biolab, door in the data center with Monokuma's face on it. Oh, and the second floor of the dorms where the gate was down before. That should be open now, right? After that, I'll have to double check the areas that are connected to the murder. Means that the garden and the dojo. Okay, time to get started. Places to check has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Oh lord, this is gonna be a doozy, isn't it? I'm not ready for it. I really am not, considering my track record with all the freaking class trials. And this being the final one. Oh lord, my brain is not gonna function properly. I don't think so, but I think I'm gonna end it off there for now because I'm making sure my voice is gonna be okay. I'm probably gonna do all the investigating on Friday, and then Saturday it's gonna be the whole class trial where we finish this damn game once and for all. Because after this game is gonna be another game that I am gonna buy soon. Hopefully it's a cool one. So without further ado, thank you very much for watching. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, and all that jabba jabba. My kings, my queens, and my royals. Die. See you soon. There's a reason why I don't normally do these episodes live. It's because I stumble, I talk too damn fast, and my brain just sometimes doesn't want to work. But the best part is that I just get to sit here, play, and whenever someone chats on the freaking chat, it's awesome, no matter who it is. So all I can do is just say thank you for coming in, personally from me. Which means nothing, but hey, it's something, right? Thank you very much. And I will see you soon, you bloody bastards.
You're fine, so fine. But the question is, what will it take to make you mine? Where have you been for all this time? I question myself, how come this beautiful thing ain't mine?